Hello, Crypto Wisers. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Milton, and I will be your captain for this episode. Well, about a week ago, I did this video here. Don't ignore TrustSwap. TrustSwap is still the biggest launchpad in the space. So in today's video, I thought I would follow up and talk about 3 of the smaller boutique launchpads that I'm either already using or on my radar. Whether we like it or not, launchpads are here to stay. It is super competitive to get in early on the top projects that are launching. And right now, the best way to do that is through launchpads. So it's going to be all launchpads all the time today. So buckle up, because this is going to be another exciting episode of CryptoWise. All right, CryptoWisers, let's get into this. First things first, CoinMarketCap. They've made everything very easy for us, which we like. So if you just go to their categories here, they actually have Launchpad as a category. So let's have a look at what they've got going on here. We'll just sort it by market cap. As I said, TrustSwap, still number 1. Great launchpad project. And as I already mentioned, I did a full deep dive into TrustSwap only a week ago. So if you haven't watched that, make sure that you do. And if you feel like watching it now, you can do so by clicking the link at the top of the screen. So next we've got Paid Network, another big boy in the space, getting bigger. They've been doing great, as you can see, up 9% in the last 24 hours, up 13% in the last 7 days. Now, Paid Network went through some trouble a few weeks ago, and it's a bit like Where's Waldo? Can you spot where the Paid Network trouble happened? Yes, I think it's pretty obvious. So this was it here. We're not quite sure what happened. A employee or someone with access printed a whole ton of new Paid Network tokens, flooded the system, but they acted very quickly. As we can see, it was like a couple of days. They relaunched the token, and since then, it has been doing very well. Next, we've got Polkastarter, which is a launchpad platform that specializes a lot in Polkadot projects. Then we got DAO Maker, and a new one to the club is the BSC Pad. So Binance Smart Chain is obviously hot right now, and you have BSC Pad has been doing really well in the last week, up over 24%. Flipping DuckDAO Dime, which is another launchpad project with a market cap of just under $100 million. But like I said, today is not about the big boys. I'm going to be talking about 3 of the smaller ones that I like. Because as I said, launchpads are going to be here for a while. In my opinion, right now, they are the best way that projects can launch their token. And as I mentioned in my video on TrustSwap, I got in pretty early in the summer. I got in at around 25 cents. Now, right now, TrustSwap is sitting at $4.21. So to hold enough TrustSwap to be eligible to be part of the IDOs, you got to have a good chunk of cash. If you have that cash, I definitely recommend doing it. I'm in almost every one of the bigger launchpads, but now I've got my Milty eyes set on the smaller launchpads so I can get in before it gets too expensive on those ones as well. So first one I want to talk about right here, CyberFi. CyberFi, the CyberFi token, CFI. Now, CyberFi itself is not a launchpad, but they do have a launchpad. So if we click here on their website, you'll see it gives you 2 choices. There's their main website, the cyberfi.tech, but their launchpad is this, samurai.cyberfi.tech. Click on there. Let's see what's going on at Samurai. So as you can see here, pretty cool website that they've got going. This was the last project that they did, Artex. And I actually did participate in Artex, got myself a bag of Artex. So Artex is basically a project that helps you generate yield and trading profits through automation. This is something I'm really big on, guys, is automation. I'm looking for these projects now. DeFi is here. Clearly, it's established itself. AI is here, obviously, and the two obviously go together so perfectly. There's no way that humans are going to be able to outtrade the robots, and definitely to find the best yield and auto compound yield and basically get you the highest returns for your crypto. This is all going to be done by AI and robots and whatever else comes up next. So I'm very intrigued by Artex, and I did go in on it through the Samurai Launchpad. Here is the Artex token. It's ARTX, and it's been doing pretty good since the launch, I gotta say. So as you can see here on Samurai, they did 3 different levels that you could get in on. You could get in on silver, gold, or platinum. All of them were at 35 cents USDT, and now Artex is sitting in at $3.79. So it's already done over a 10x since launch, and it is still just a tiny cap. So definitely very happy that I got in on this one. It's only trading on Uniswap right now, but this I think could be a low cap gem. I am very happy that I got myself a bag, because I am definitely into automation, AI projects, automated algorithmic trading. This is definitely the future. And so I'm happy to be in Artex, and I'm very excited for them to be launching this yield feeding pool, which is the first thing they're going to be launching. And I'm excited to see how that works out. So another little gem to have on your radar is Artex, but more importantly, it's the Samurai Launchpad. And they did just announce their next project here. It's going to be Kel VPN. So Kel VPN is the first denom proof and quantum safe decentralized VPN in production, powered by the Cellframe network. I haven't looked too much into it, but definitely going to and will participate in the IDO if after I look into it, it looks like something I'm interested in. But I am loving this little boutique Samurai Launchpad. And one of the things I love about this one is if we go back to the main CyberFi website, and also CyberFi is also a great project for you guys to be looking into. But one of the things I like about them having a Launchpad is, let's look at their advisors here. First, they've got Jeff Kurdekis. You might recognize that name because yes, Jeff is the CEO of TrustSwap. So he knows what he's doing with launchpads. And if he is an advisor for CyberFi and their launchpad is Samurai, clearly he's going to be helping them move forward. So I see a lot of potential in that partnership or advisory role for Jeff here with CyberFi. And then Austin Merricks is another advisor. And Austin was a co-creator of the XIO network, which you probably know from watching this channel, as they were the creator of the Flash Stake token, which I did a video on a while back. But having Jeff as an advisor to CyberFi is definitely advantageous for Samurai's success. So that is my number one boutique small cap launchpad project, CyberFi token, CFI. And they are, I think, the biggest one I'm going to talk about today with a market cap just over 75 million. It is amazing that 75 million is now still considered small cap. It was only a few months ago that this would definitely be 100% medium cap, if not creeping into large cap territory. How far crypto has come in the last few months. All right, going down the list, this is one I'm not going to talk about a lot, but it is one any of you Cardano lovers should have on your radar. This is Cards.Starter. So this is a launchpad project for Cardano, especially. Now, I'm not a Cardano guy, not for any reason. I just picked the Polkadot team, and for me, I only want kind of one big alternative to Ethereum, especially because my dot bag is so big that I just don't have allocation to put to Cardano, but I have nothing against it. I know a lot of really smart people who swear by it and love Cardano. So in terms of a launch pad for them, Card.Starter is a new project, just launched here at the beginning of April. So if you're into Cardano, this one should definitely be on your radar. But the next one I'm going to talk about, and it's not one that I am in on yet, which is KickPad. So this is a Binance Smart Chain launchpad, and this one also just launched, and we can see here it's on a bit of a dip, which is why I wanted to talk about it. On the day, it's down almost 9%. It's kind of having one of those post-launch dips that I really like. You know, when a project launches, it's got a lot of hype, and then you see a dip, and this seems to be what we're on here. See a lot of volume here on this dip, so I'm not going to buy in yet, but once it finds kind of its bottom and consolidates, I'm definitely giving this one serious consideration. And here they are here. This is their website, thekickpad.com. And as far as I know, they haven't had any launches yet. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sure one of you crypto-wisers will let me know. I'm not going to go fully in depth on this one, not a deep dive video, but I just wanted to say that this one is on my radar. There are a lot of things that I like about it when I was reading the white paper. Like TrustSwap, they're doing everything they can to make the launch is transparent and rug pull proof. Now, we're not fully there yet with these launch pads, but we're getting closer and closer. Definitely, if something launches on a reputable launch pad project, you can definitely rest assured that the people running that pool, whether it be Jeff or Kyle at Paid, have been vetting these projects big time. But go back and watch that TrustSwap video because they've put in place liquidity pools, team vesting pools. So they're really putting safeguards in place. And I imagine a lot of these other launch pads will follow suit. They'll have to, just for competitive reasons. So the third and final small cap launch pad isn't even on this list yet. CoinMarketCap, you're going to want to add this one. This is one I've talked about on the channel before, and that is the Nerd.finance launchpad. So as you guys know, I was in on the Quam Network launch, and I still hold a bag of Quam. So Quam pumped pretty good after we made a video about it. I took out my initial investment and some profit, but I'm still holding a pretty big bag of Quam, and we'll see what they end up doing. I know that the team at Nerd.finance, the nerds over at Nerd, are working really hard on a version 2, which I think is going to be launching soon. So right now, it doesn't seem like they have anything launching anytime soon, but I really like this team. I love the aesthetic of the project, and I got to say, Quam did really well on its initial launch. I missed out on the first 2 that they did, but excited to find out what their next one will be. So these are kind of the 3 smaller ones that I got on my radar. Nerd.finance, I've already participated in. Samurai, I've already participated in their last launch, the Artex, and Kickpad is the other one I got on my radar. Now, the one thing I'm a little bit worried about, which I talked about in my last video, is just all the big guys are moving over to BSC. So being a Binance Smart Chain launchpad, like this is the Poker Starter roadmap that they put out, and they said, look, our multi-chain offering won't stop at Binance Smart Chain. So they're already moving to Binance Smart Chain. I already told you that TrustSwap is and that Paid Network is. They're all moving to Binance Smart Chain and other chains. So someone like BSC Pad, trying to have a niche of being a launch pad for one single chain, I don't think is going to work in the long term. So this is the only thing for Kickpad for me right now, is they seem to really be tying themselves to Binance Smart Chain, but I imagine they'll be able to build out from there if they are successful on Binance Smart Chain, at least in terms of their branding and what they're talking about in terms of what makes them different. It's not just that they're on Binance Smart Chain, it's a whole bunch of other stuff, which I like. Anyways, guys, those are the 3 smaller launch pads that I am into right now. But I want to hear from you. Which ones do you like? Which ones do you use? CryptoWisers, tell me. You can do so by writing a comment on this video. Let me know what launch pads you're using, what you like about them, which other small launch pads did I miss, what is your favorite, or you can join our Telegram group and let us know there. The link for our Telegram group is in the description of this video, and there is 24/7 crypto chat. So when your family is asleep and you got nothing to do because you can't sleep because crypto never sleeps, well, that's when you can jump on the CryptoWise Telegram group and know that someone is there chatting crypto at all times. And of course, before you leave, do Milty a favor, would you? Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so, and make sure you've hit that notification button. And if you're into Twitter, we're back on the old Twitter at CryptoWiseGuys. That's the handle, at CryptoWiseGuys. So if you're on Twitter, make sure to give us an old follow over there. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching another one of our videos. Until next time, my name's Milton, saying over and out.